the thing. Oh,
Okay.
yeah, all good.
Hello, hello. Okay, so basically, yeah, what was I saying about the liquidity pool? So that's so you get the analogy, right? Like it's like
Yeah,
the
yeah,
metaphor. Yeah, it's like how able you are to trade. So if there's no more water left, that means that someone who holds let's say I have like a fucking aquarium. I mean, not an aquarium, like a swimming pool, and you pay to go in, right?
yeah.
And every time and to get in, okay, let's say I buy a okay, every time I want to go swim in it, I have to add in water.
Okay.
I have to contribute some water. So that's
Yep.
basically what buying is. So when I buy the coin, I get the coin, and then the water that I contribute goes into the pool. That's essentially how buying and selling affects the liquidity pool. So when you buy, so this cunt here that just bought zero point 0.2 Sol, right?
Yeah.
Basically, what happened when this guy bought zero point 0.2 Sol, he just added in zero point 0.2 Sol worth of water into the pool. You
Yeah.
get what I mean? So there's a little bit more water for people to swim in now. Okay, when this
Mhm.
guy sold 0.12, he took out a bit of water. He took out 0.12 bit of water, which makes it
Yeah.
unable, like less able for other people to swim. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So the way that these pump fund coins launch, the way that the liquidity works is basically imagine that you have an empty pool. Okay, so
Yeah.
if this bonding, okay, let's go on let's go on like a dead coin. All right, let's just see like a random fucking um. Okay, give me one second. Give me one second. Ah, fuck, I shouldn't have done this because this goes to bonded coins. This is so retarded.
Mm.
Creation time. Okay, let's just go on this coin, okay? This is at
Yeah.
0% basically, right? This coin
Mhm.
is at 0% on the progression curve. So this means imagine a pool with fucking no water in it, okay?
Yeah.
So, but so there's no water in this pool at the moment. So if I buy this coin right now, for example, let's say I just bought 3 million G's tokens, right? I just
Yeah.
essentially added like a soul worth of water into the pool.
Mhm.
Okay, now let's say some other nigga, let's say you come in and you buy another soul. That means that you put in another soul worth of water into the pool. So in
Yeah.
the liquidity pool contains my soul, my one soul, and your one soul. So there's a total of two Solana in the liquidity pool, right?
Yeah.
However, every time, so you know, but you also know that every time someone buys, then that's what causes price to go up. Like it's just fucking demand and supply. Like if I'm
Yeah.
buying, okay, then I'm if I buy this, okay, then I make it okay, you know what, I should speak, okay, you know my document I said the liquidity pool, so
Yeah.
you know how I said in the pool you have like the water.
Mhm.
Now let's say in the pool I have instead of water, let's say you're supposed to have two things, so instead of like just water, it'll be like water and oil or some shit, whereas like I'm swapping oil for water, or I'm swapping water for oil for water, or water for oil, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
As in, if I hop in the pool, I'm swapping my oil for the water. If I'm leaving the pool, I'm swapping the water for my oil. Is
Okay.
what I'm saying. So like because the liquidity pool doesn't. So you know I was saying with the water with the liquidity pool, because the way liquidity pools actually work is they don't just contain one token, they contain two tokens. So liquidity pools
Okay.
are the trading pools for a token. They have both SOL and the token you are buying. So the liquidity pool. So basically, the liquidity pool for this. See, this is the bonding curve.
Yeah.
You see how right now it has 100% of the holder distribution.
Yeah.
It's because 100% of the tokens are in the liquidity pool. And
Yeah.
also,
No one's
there's
buying.
no one owns the token, right? So there's no
Yeah. Yeah.
Solana in the liquidity pool.
Okay.
So the ratio is like fucking 100 to 0, right?
Mhm.
So there's 100 tokens, 100% of the tokens still remain in the pool, 0 Solana in the pool. Now, if I come along and I buy 1 Solana worth, that means I might take out like 5% of the tokens. That means I might take out like 500k out of the 10 million tokens there are in the pool, and then
Right.
I put in my 1 Solana. Like I trade it. You know what I mean? So now there's one
Mhm.
Solana in the pool, but there's also 500k less tokens. Okay,
Yeah.
now let's say you come along and you take out another 400k tokens for 1 Solana, and then someone comes along and takes another 400k tokens for like 1.2 Solana, and then it keeps happening, and then eventually there's no more Solana. I mean, there's no more tokens in the pool, right? There's
Yeah.
just Solana in it now. You get what I'm saying?
Yes. Yes.
So
Yes.
eventually there's no more tokens in the pool, and that's when it like yeah, and then it's just Solana in there. Oh, it's not that there's no tokens, but there's very less tokens, right? It's lesser because people buy it,
Mhm.
right? And
Yeah.
because there's less, well, there's that means there's less supply available. So that means it's more scarce, right? So
Right.
the
Yeah.
less tokens there are in the pool, the more
Driving up.
scarce it is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's
It's
like if
driving
I
up
have
the
fucking
price a
gold
bit.
in the
Yeah.
dirt, if I have like gold all around the earth, but then everyone mines it up and everyone holds onto it now, obviously it's going to be more scarce if nobody
Mhm.
sells. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
So that's what makes it like the price go up. But let's say like I've dug the gold back into the earth. Okay, like I just put it back into the earth, back into nature. That's the equivalent of me selling. I've introduced more gold into the earth, which makes the value of gold worth less, right? Because there's more in circulation. There's more in supply. There's more supply now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's how price goes up and down. A lot of people don't know that. Like when you talk to like normies and you're talking about like stocks or fucking crypto, they don't understand why a price goes up. They just think, oh, they just look at it and they just think it's the computer or something. But like the reason why things go up is because people buy. That's what causes it to go
Yeah.
up. When people sell, it goes down because it's just demand and supply. That's just how it works.
Yeah.
So in this G's token, yeah. So fuck, I forgot what I was even saying. So the bonding curve, yeah. Basically, when someone buys, they're taking G's tokens out and they're putting in their Solana. And when there's enough Solana in the pool, so when there reaches a certain amount of Solana in the pool,
Yeah.
this reaches 100%. Yeah.
Right.
And you also know that when people buy, the price goes up. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So the market cap will increase. Do you know what market cap means? That means supply multiplied by a token of the price. I mean price of the token.
Oh,
So
okay. I
so
didn't
so
know
that
that. That's good to know. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. So basically it's just because when you buy like a shitcoin or something, you know how some shitcoins can be like $1 million for a single token, one shitcoin, or some tokens can be like 0.000000001.
Yeah.
Yeah, like obviously. So you know how some people say Shiba Inu go to $1.
Yeah.
That will never happen because the
Because
amount
of
of
the market cap.
the market cap
Yeah.
exactly. The supply of Shiba tokens is like fucking
So much.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
like
It's
four
insane.
four quintillion. Like let's say it's like
Oh, really?
I don't know. I don't even know how much it is. It's some really retarded amount of number. Like it probably is
Yeah.
actually a quintillion. Like one more zero than a trillion, right? Or like let's just say it is a trillion, right? Whereas Bitcoin is only like 10 million tokens, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the market cap of Bitcoin, okay, 60K times 10 million tokens or some shit, which is let's say it's like 6 trillion, right? So that means
Yeah.
Bitcoin's worth 6 trillion. So if I and then Shiba, there's fucking like 0.00, there's like a quintillion in supply, but each value of a single, like the value of each single token is going to be like fucking 0.00001 cents, right?
Yeah.
Which makes sense. And if you multiply them together, the market cap comes out to what it should be. Like, I don't know, like what is it, like a couple billion?
I'm not too sure, to be
Yeah,
honest,
yeah,
but
so
yeah.
it's something like that, but
Yeah.
but you get what I
Get
mean.
that
But
now.
Bitcoin's worth a
Yeah.
lot
Yeah.
more, yeah. So when you
Yeah.
buy a coin, so obviously Shiba's never going to 10x because
Yeah.
otherwise it would have to literally become like the next fucking global like everyone would have to use it. Like it would have to literally be like a fucking a reserve currency for it to ever 10x, which is impossible. It's never going to happen.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So what was I saying? So yeah, so you don't yeah, so that's never gonna happen. But because people see that 0.0001, they think it can go to $1. That's just impossible.
No,
It
it's
doesn't
never
happen.
gonna happen. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah, so what I'm saying out of this is okay. Basically, when you look at when you look at the price of a token to see how much like you gained or like what your holdings are worth, like
Yeah.
when you're just looking at the price, like if I'm looking at the price of bread and it's $5, I don't
Mm-hmm.
look at the actual price of coins. In the context of coins, you don't actually look at the price. You look at the market cap. So let's see this gay token, right? It's like 0.004 cents, right?
Yeah.
When I'm trying to like gauge how much I actually made if this increases in price, I don't look at this. I look at the market cap.
Market
So if
cap.
I buy this at 1 million market cap and it 4x's, then the market cap becomes 4 million, right? And my
Mm-hmm.
holdings become worth 4 times more. So I'm just saying, whenever you look at the thing, you don't look at the price, you look at the market cap. So
Okay.
let's say like because like in because pump.fun they always launch with like multiples of 10, so it looks nice, but also like the decimals. But if you look at something that's like older, let's say you look
Mm-hmm.
at fucking like El Gato, for example. Like let's say you look at like a really old coin. You see how okay, this one has it too. Ultra. Okay. Let's say like this coin, like this is 12 and this is 36, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
it's just fucking retarded. And this is also like extra zeros or something. But this has like a bit more supply than what the other coins have. So
Okay.
my point is you just look at market cap. So if I buy here, okay, at 36K, okay, and I 10x my money, I'm not gonna be like, oh my god, Ultra went from fucking 0.00012 cents to 0.012 cents. I'm not gonna look. I'm not gonna say that. That's not how you describe a 10x. You say the market cap went from 36K to 360K. You know what I
Okay.
mean? So that basically means this went another 10 times if the supply
Yeah.
stayed the same. You know what I mean? Or if someone burnt the supply, which sometimes people do, like they take tokens out of circulation and they burn it so that they become like basically inaccessible. Like they can never be bought. So like they're gone. Like they're deleted from circulation, right? Sometimes when people do that, then obviously market cap is supply multiplied by token price. The price
Yeah,
stays the
it drives the
same,
price
but
up.
if you
I
burn
know,
it,
man.
then you're
It drives
taking
the price up.
yeah, it drives the market cap up, so it makes your tokens worth more because it's more
Yeah.
scarce now because someone took it out of circulation because market cap is
Mhm.
supply multiplied by price. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, that's that. So that's how you
Yeah.
determine the price of a coin, and then liquidity. This is how much water there is. You know, I was saying before. This is how much
Okay.
water there is, and then this is the price. And these two have like a very important relationship. Like the ratio of liquidity to market cap is like it tells you a lot of things. So if the liquidity is low and the market cap is high, that's like imagine like I'm swimming in fucking like the pool example I was talking about.
Yeah.
Like look if the liquid like if you have a coin that's worth like if the market cap of a coin is like $1 billion, but there's no
Mhm.
water to swim, then it's not really worth anything, right?
That much. Yeah.
Because what that means is that let's say I have like let's say I have like 90% of a fucking token and the token's market cap is $1 billion. That means I have 900 million, yeah?
Yeah.
Or it's 900 million worth, but it's not actually 900 million liquid because how much liquid? Like let's say the pool only had like $1 of liquidity. That means if I sell, the maximum I can actually like exchange for is $1 worth of Solana. So even though my tokens are technically like my tokens are worth 900 million because the price of the
Hmm.
token is this and I have 90% of it, it's not actually worth 900 million because if I try to exchange it, like there's only $1 available to exchange for. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like Charizard. It's like when people sell and buy fucking like Pokemon cards and shit. It's only worth as much as how liquid it is.
Hmm.
You get what I'm saying? Like I could price this Charizard at fucking $10 million, right? But
Sure.
if no one's gonna offer $10 million, then it's not worth
It's
ten
not worth
million
that
dollars.
much. Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
it's worth as much as like there is. So let's say like yeah. So let's say in this scenario, 36k 12. This is a 1 to 3 ratio. That means I can only sell like 12k worth of tokens
Yeah.
if I hypothetically had like the entire supply of something. You know what I mean?
Is this a good ratio
Yeah, so one
considering?
to one to three is a good ratio, but usually the
Yeah.
lower the market cap is, the better the ratio of liquidity. As it gets higher, then the ratio starts to like spread
Drop
out.
a little bit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so right now it's 1 to 3, but if this was to 10x right now, this would only probably go up by like 3x. So the ratio would then probably become like 1 to 8 or something, or 1 to 7.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Because when you buy, there's price impact. So when someone buys, they cause the price to go up, and they're adding money into the liquidity pool, right? And then you can contribute liquidity in other ways as well. There's something called like staking, so you can basically like that doesn't matter, but basically you just add more liquidity, and when there's more liquidity, it makes the pair more stable. So the more liquidity there is, the more I can sell and buy without it affecting the price too much. And also I forgot to say, the price of a coin is determined by the ratio of Solana and the token that there is in the liquidity pool.
Explain that.
So
So I
basic
say that again. Yeah. Yeah.
So
Go
the
again.
price of a token, I don't know,
Right.
like nobody knows how it works like fully in depth, but I just know, like people just know, like nobody, like because we just know that, like we don't have to know it that well in depth, but it's just like a little fact. It's just
I don't.
that
Yeah.
the price of a token, like the actual price of it, or the
Hmm.
market cap of a token, I should say, is determined by the amount of Solana there is in the liquidity pool. Okay,
Okay.
the ratio of the
Yeah.
Solana
Yeah.
in the
Okay.
liquidity pool with how many tokens there are in the liquidity pool. That's how price
Okay.
is determined. You
I
know what I mean?
see.
But
Yeah.
if
I
but
think
it's
so. Yeah.
yeah, yeah, but if let's say the pool runs out of tokens, like that means
Yeah.
it's been traded back and forth enough that like all the tokens that were in the pool has been taken out and it's all in circulation now, right? There's no more in the pool. There's just
Yeah.
Solana in the pool. Then in that case, if that happens, then something called a supply shock happens, which means that the price can only go down. I don't know. It's a little complicated. I don't know that in depth, but I just know it's a supply shock, which basically means if nobody sells, the price just goes up.
Uh,
You know what I mean?
well. Yeah. 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 That's like common. Yeah.
yeah. But but it's differently. The price will move differently. It works
Okay,
differently.
yeah,
It
yeah.
will like fucking moon or some shit.
But yeah, I understand the concept of that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But you don't have to know it's super in depth. But yeah, you just know that. So yeah, basically, yeah, that's how that works. And there's the volume. Volume is just how much like worth of money has been traded back and forth. So in the last 24 hours, there's $10 million of volume, which means there's been $10 million worth of buys and sells that have gone back and forth, like combined in the last 24 hours. So you see how there's 5.3 million
Yeah,
buy volume, there's
it's
4.4 million sell volume. You
really
know,
impressive. Yes.
holy fuck, how is Mew fucking mooning? Holy shit. Yeah. Anyway, um, yeah. So that is volume, and usually volume is like a something you pay attention to. It's kind of important.
No.
It lets you know like because
Where'd you learn all this too?
just
Like obviously from experience too, obviously, but is there like videos and shit that you watch too?
nah. Oh, well,
Not really.
there's this stuff that I read. Yeah. Oh, and there was also videos, but they're a little bit outdated, kind of. But yeah, if you want to watch this guy, his name's Matthew Tremola. It's like because I said the landscape has changed.
Yeah.
Oh no, wait, did this guy? I think this guy deleted his fucking. Oh wait, no, it's still here. Yeah, it's still here, but this was like on Ethereum, so I don't know how like applicable or
It
like
is too.
it's still worth
So
a watch if you fucking like are bothered.
just
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You'll
does it go
gain
over the basics of it, or is it just more in depth thing?
like no, he goes over like how to actually like fucking like the actual trading. Like this is just I'm just right now I'm just explaining like the fucking like literal like basics like glossary,
Basics, yeah, yeah,
like
yeah.
what means what like definitions. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So yeah, this is good as well. When you read this at first, it does. These are principles. Um, there's a glossary here. Uh, yeah, but the best way to learn is just to actually do it,
Yeah.
like to
Send that, yeah.
actually trade. So,
Send
so
that.
here, for example, this is like one of the group chats that I'm in. So like you just fucking talk and shit. Everyone just chills. People send contract. Ah, this is called a contract address, by the way. So every coin, I was talking about those coins before. Every coin has a contract address. So here,
Okay.
Wiz, this is the contract address for Wiz because you know how you can just launch a coin and you can name it anything, right? So if I look up Wiz, there's
Yeah.
going to be like 60 Wiz coins here. How do you actually identify the Wiz that you want? By its
With the
contract
link.
address. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So if I look up Whiff, I'm going to find like 60 fucking Whiff tickers. You know what I mean? But to
Mm-hmm.
actually find the coin that I want, there's a contract address here. So you look up the contract address and that will take you to the coin. That's just a way that you identify the coin. That's like the coin's unique fucking like barcode or some shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah. So on pump.fun, yeah. So yeah, in these chats, basically, Cunch just sends CAs. You sniff it out. And when I was starting, I was in one of these, and
Yeah.
I just asked questions. I just asked hella questions, like what do
Mm-hmm.
you look out for? What the fuck does this mean? And it's just you just keep doing it. And after like 2 months, you'll lose money. Okay, you'll 100% lose money, but you'll be tuition.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You think of it
Yeah.
as a
Yeah.
fucking as tuition.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
You'll lose
Okay.
money, but you gotta lose money to
Gain
learn.
something from it. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's only a loss if you don't learn anything.
Yeah,
And
for
and
sure.
and if you start, honestly, you should just fucking do this, dude, because you have all day. You don't do shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, like legit, like yeah, pump.fun. I don't know. Maybe go on there, rug a little, launch some coins, just
You
rug.
teach me how to rug still, yeah. But we'll
Yeah,
get more, yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, okay. Oh yeah, there's also something called snipers. So you know the thing that you've seen on my desktop a couple times that just
Yeah.
buys coins that pass my filters.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that is okay. So look, I'll show you. And that when I say rug pull, that like rug pull snipers is what you're gonna probably be doing, unless you want to make more money. So you see here these transactions, like so this guy launched the coin at fucking 5:34 a.m. Right?
Yeah.
Is this real? He has an OnlyFans.
Is that him?
I don't know. Oh my god. Oh my god. He actually made a coin. Wait, what the fuck? Why did this guy make a fucking pump.fun coin?
Mm, easy money.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh well. Anyway. Yeah, this probably is him though. Yeah, anyway, so here you see how this guy launched it and then immediately 1 second later this guy bought, this guy bought, this
Yeah.
guy bought. Like it's literally physically impossible to buy a coin like 10 seconds within 10 seconds after it launches. The only way that you can is if you buy it through bots. Or you
Okay.
can use trading terminals. Trading terminals you can get them with the first 10 seconds maybe. So there's this thing on this. So this is a BullX. This is a terminal everyone uses. Although it's a little like the UI, the user interface is kind of shit.
Okay.
But yeah, here you see there's something called Pump Vision, and it's just this tool where you can see all the new coins launching. So this coin just launched 10 seconds ago, and I can quick buy it. This coin just launched 17 seconds ago, but it's not as quick as sniping, like nowhere near as quick as sniping. Like if I buy, I still have to wait for the transaction to transact and go through, and then
Mhm.
yeah, and then see this launched 10 seconds ago, but I only just saw it like fucking 2 seconds ago. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it doesn't show up straight away always. So yeah, these aren't as quick as sniping, but sniping is very hard.
On
And
unrelated, wait, go back to bull. Is that what fag actually means? Fuck all gays? Or is that just like,
no, that no, that's
yeah,
see
okay,
that's just
okay,
a ticker and a name. So
yeah,
so
okay.
yeah, like so
I was
the
gonna
oh
say I
yeah,
didn't
so
think so.
ticker. You know what a ticker is? BTC, and then the name is Bitcoin, right? So
Yeah, yeah.
this ticker is KING King, and then the name is King of the Jungle.
Okay, okay.
So yeah,
Yeah.
so when you like if something has a good ticker, if it's like something with a good ticker and good name and website and Twitter and Telegram and
It's more likely to get
competent
bought,
devs,
yeah.
yeah, is probably more likely to get bought. And if it's like something funny, like Game 5 ball, what the fuck does that even mean? Or Honey, like these Stardog, like these coins are not gonna go anywhere, right? Like this is just dog shit. Fag, yeah, that's kind of funny. Like that could do something. Although there are many such cases where it doesn't do anything. You know
Yeah,
what I
yeah.
mean? But obviously to a normie, you don't really understand it. But then once
Mhm,
like after like a week straight, you'll kind of see like you'll develop an eye for it of what goes, what doesn't go. You know what I mean?
mhm.
So yeah. So
See.
let's see. So this is a filter that I have. So it just looks at all the coins in the last 2 hours, like
Mhm.
anything that's launched, like just launched in the last 2 hours, and it's at least 20k market cap, at least 5k liquidity, and then at least 15 buys in the last 5 minutes.
Okay.
And this just filters like all the coins that have launched in the last 2 hours that are actually alive. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So yeah, but that thing about did you even understand? Oh, what the fuck? Holy shit!
What happened here?
Fucking Bitcoin just took a massive fucking shit. No wonder my coin went to ass. Maybe I should have sold some. Ah, fucking hell.
What the fuck? How
Yeah,
much to go down by?
quite a lot. Oh, what's Glorp at now? Damn. Okay, Glorp's still holding, but Sag. But yeah. So yeah, best way to do this is just to fucking actually get in and learn.
Yeah.
So J, well, what is it? Okay, yeah, this token, this has very less liquidity. Is this a pump fund? No, this is not a pump fund. Okay, I'll explain to you what pump fund and shit is. So, you know how the liquidity pool thing I was describing before?
Yeah.
Basically, how do liquidity pools, like who actually makes the liquidity pools?
Mhm.
There's like there's people who build applications or like dApps, they're decentralized applications. So it's just like services on chain that
Say
like
that again?
it's just like Google. Like if Google fucking builds like a website, like if Google built Google, the search engine, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like that is it. Let's just call that an application. Or like Microsoft Word built Word. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
they're just okay. I'm just trying to say like things like
No, I understand this. I missed the first half
yeah
of it,
yeah
like for
yeah
half a
yeah. So
second.
it's like
Yeah, yeah,
so like Google building fucking Google search engine on the internet.
yeah.
Okay, there is Radium that builds liquidity pools on Solana blockchain. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So um, Radium is a service that where people can go and create liquidity pools of their own. So
Mhm.
I can go here, I can create a liquidity pool, okay, and all I have to do is I just have to add in, so I can mint the tokens. So I just
Yeah.
create the token, I create a token, and I can choose how much supply there is, and there's a like you need you need to do that on like you need to code it or some shit. I don't know. You have to know how to dev, but there's like websites that do it, and they just mint to your wallet, right?
Okay.
And then once you what you do with those tokens. So let's say like I go to some website like Dev Tools or some shit. Okay, I don't know what it is. Okay, but it's like I could just mint tokens. I can just create tokens to my wallet. I pay like 0.01 Sol, and they'll give me like a million of some token. Yeah, and what I can
Okay.
do with those a million tokens is I can go in here, create a pool, and then you know how a pool's like a the thing I was explaining before with
Yeah, yeah.
Solana and the other thing. So I can add in Solana, and
Mm,
then I add in my token, and then I've officially created a liquidity pool, and and therefore that means I've created a pair, a tradable pair. So what that means is that someone can come in and add in Solana, like they can interact with my pool and buy tokens. So let's say I have a Sol USD pool here, yeah, someone can come along and buy USD in exchange for Sol, or someone can go
yeah.
here and buy Billy tokens in exchange for Sol, or I can sell Billy tokens in exchange for Sol. You know what I mean?
Kind of, yes.
So yeah,
I think so.
yeah, okay. I'll explain this kind of
I
different.
think that, yeah, no, I'm
It doesn't
definitely gonna
matter. Okay,
to get
these
into it. Yeah,
technicalities
yeah.
don't really matter, but basically,
Okay.
okay, this is how I'm just going through the process of how coins used to launch back in the day. Like, if I was some
Okay.
nigger that just came along on the blockchain, like on fucking shitcoins, and I just wanted to launch a coin, this is how I'd do it. First, I'd create the coin, then I'd go to create
Yeah.
the liquidity pool, and then I have to add in Solana of my own. So I add in the tokens, and then I have to
Yeah.
add in my own Solana because obviously, if someone buys my coin and they want to exchange, like there needs to be some already
Some,
in
yeah,
there.
to use. Yeah, yeah.
So that's how that works. So this is how and then once I did that, then it's a tradable pair. That's how coins used to launch. Okay?
Okay.
And if I wanted to launch a coin, I'd have to go here and add the liquidity and do it all myself. Okay?
Yep.
And that's how coins used to launch back in the day. However, the landscape has changed now, and someone made this website called pump.fun. Some fucking revolutionary shit,
Yeah.
and instead of having to on the other one, you know, I had to create the liquidity pool by myself by adding
Yeah.
in initial liquidity and adding in the token.
Hmm.
Instead, I just go in here, I choose name, ticker, description, image, I upload it, okay, and all I do on here, okay, and then this does the minting the tokens for me, okay, and it basically simplifies the entire fucking process. So I don't have to add in initial liquidity and the tokens, okay. This website creates the tokens for me, puts it in the
Yeah.
liquidity pool for me, and the liquidity pool, you know how you have to add initial Solana? Instead of
Yeah.
adding initial Solana to be traded, it just comes from people buying it. The liquidity
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
comes from people buying it, and that makes sense, right? Like say this Angui token, okay? If it's 0%, there's no liquidity. If I buy, if this
Yeah.
guy bought 0.421, now there's 0.42 Sol of liquidity in there, and if he sells, then there's no more liquidity in there. But it's fine if there's no more liquidity in there because no one else is in the coin with the tokens. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If that kind of makes sense. So this guy,
It does. It does.
yeah, so it's just like you have an empty pool. This guy put in 2 Solana, all right. Now if he just fucks off and sells, then
It
there's
goes.
nothing in the liquidity pool. But that's fine because holy fuck, this is actually going up. But yeah, but
Yeah.
that's fine because there's no one else that holds the token anyway. You know what I mean? If somebody
Hmm.
holds the tokens, there's always going to be available liquidity off of someone else. Like so, these see all these people, these 6 people that have just bought.
Hmm.
Like this guy bought 1.3, 0.6 Sol. The like all this Solana that they used that they just put in just went straight into the bonding curve. So this guy,
Yep.
let's say this guy at the beginning who had this is the dev. Okay, the dev basically how this works is the dev always gets the first buy on Pump Fund. So say this guy
Yeah.
sells his 2 Solana. I mean sells his holdings. So he has 67 million tokens. If he sells his holdings, then then he'll take money out of the liquidity pool, right? And he'll take uh however much his token holdings are worth after everyone else has started buying. So you see this
So you
guy,
could fuck these
yeah,
cunts right now.
yeah. So he could fuck these cunts. You see these 6 cunts that just bought. So you know,
Yeah.
like every time someone buys, the price goes up, right? And tokens get taken out of the liquidity pool. If he
Yeah.
sells on these guys, okay, if he was the sell directly after this, then he would probably make like I don't know, point 0.5 soul profit or some shit. And then after
Okay.
everyone sells, this last unfortunate soul who got his head dumped on might end up like losing 0.05 soul, like might end up losing 20%. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
collectively, all these guys together collectively will have lost 20% of whatever this total thing is, and this guy would have gained 20%. It's zero sum. You know what I mean? One
I think
person's
so. Yeah.
profit is another person's loss. That's how the game works.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So
Makes.
so yeah. So
Yeah.
that's that, and so that's how. Okay, I kind of like. I went all over the place there, but yeah, hopefully you get what I'm saying. So
Yeah.
when
Just
you
yeah.
so
Yeah.
when
Go. Sorry.
so when you rug snipers,
Mhm.
yeah, it's automated. Someone buys straight away. Oh fuck, this
Okay.
is kind of cool. Yeah, anyway, someone buys straight away, and you just sell on their fucking ass, and that's what this guy would have done. These are bump bots. Okay, let's see this coin. Okay, this guy. Let's see. This guy created the coin, right? This guy
Yeah.
bought. Okay, these transactions happened at the same time, but this one, these happened at the exact same time. So sometimes it just like puts it doesn't like put it in correct order because it was
Okay.
processed at the same time or some shit. But this one went first and then this one. Anyway, this guy bought. This guy was the dev. He put in 1.3 sol, right? This guy
Yeah.
bought zero point 0.3 sol. This guy bought zero point 0.5 sol. This guy immediately took out his zero point 0.5 sol. Okay, boom. The dev just sold 1. But these guys. Okay, fuck. Sorry. So this guy put in 1.3 sol in the initial liquidity, right? This guy
Yeah.
bought zero point 0.3 sol. So when he bought zero point 0.3 sol, this guy's holdings would have like went up by like 10% or something, but he sold
Right.
straight away. So he didn't sell on anyone because he was the last buy. That kind of makes sense, right? Like he took
Yeah.
out exactly what he put in because no one else took out anything. Like not because there was no one that bought or sold in between him. So there was
Yeah.
no. So it
So
didn't affect. Yeah,
you
yeah,
got
it
this
doesn't
money back.
affect him.
Yeah.
So he just took out basically exactly the same as he put in.
Yeah.
He only lost 0.01. I think that's because of fees. Okay,
Yeah.
this guy bought zero point 0.5, but then 3 seconds later, without anyone buying in between, immediately sold what he just bought. But because nobody bought in between him, like there was no buy or sell in between him, then there was no effect on how much the worth of his holdings are.
So this was a rug.
Oh, wait, hold up. What?
Did he just rug or
Yeah,
no?
yeah. So this guy just rugged, but he didn't even
Yeah.
profit
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
he sold after
He fucked
everyone.
up.
He
Yeah.
sold after everyone else already sold.
So
So
what was the appeal to that coin in particular? Like, why do people buy that one?
no, those people that bought that one most likely would have just been snipers.
Ah, okay, okay, okay.
Yeah, because look at the transactions. Like this one, like these two wallets here literally bought in the exact same second as
Yeah,
this guy
okay, okay.
deployed. So it's definitely a sniper. So yeah, but yeah, that's a good question. What makes a coin appealing? Like I said, ticker, name,
Yeah,
socials, okay, and just like the narrative as well. Ah, fuck, I forget to say this. The narratives. Narratives are very important. Like if let's say Donald Trump getting shot in the ear, okay,
yeah,
that's a narrative. Like it's a
yeah.
story, right?
Story,
Someone's going
story,
to
yeah.
make a coin based off of that narrative. So remember, did I tell you about like one of the guys from fucking one of my telegrams who like he just serial rugs, right? He just
Yeah.
rugs coins. He
You
just
haven't
rugs
said it,
snipers.
but yeah.
Yeah, he launched as soon as he heard that news that Donald Trump got fucking shot at in
He
the ear.
launched the coin,
Yeah,
yeah.
he launched a coin that was based off that narrative called "Ear Stays On," like his ear stays on, and because it's like a play off of like it's a spin off of like Whiff, dog with hat. People used to say like,
No, no, but
okay,
yeah,
okay.
I
Anyway,
understand what
it's
you
it's
mean.
some
Yeah, yeah.
coin, some massive
It's a
coin.
play off of a coin. Yeah,
Yeah,
okay,
and people used to just say like hat stays on, and then
okay.
he made ear stays on,
It
and it's
stays
funny.
on.
It's
Yeah,
not it's not
it's
a, it's not
creative.
really a
Yeah,
derivative yet, but he just made ear stays on, and it's like a good name, good ticker, right? The ticker was ear,
yeah,
and then he just fucking yeah, he made a coin off the narrative, and then because it's such a like a big deal, like that's a massive fucking that's a
yeah.
pretty big deal, right? So it's like a big narrative. Obviously, um, whatever coin gets chosen, because obviously there's gonna be like 300 fucking coins that launch, right? But there's always gonna be like once there's like an established winner, then
Yeah.
that one's gonna be the one that people are gonna buy, right? Because if I come along and I'm be like, oh, I want to invest in this fucking Trump narrative, right? I'm not gonna go buy like
Some
obviously
random person shit.
I'm
Yeah,
not gonna buy like some fucking random like some 5 second old coin that's 5k market cap
yeah,
relating to
yeah,
the
yeah.
thing. I'm gonna go if I want to invest in it, I'm gonna go buy the one that's already like been
Popping.
chosen
Yeah.
as the coin representing the narrative. You know what I mean? So
Hmm.
ear is already out, so people are gonna go buy ear. They're not gonna buy another coin called like fucking Donald or some shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's how that works. So that
Hmm.
guy, so yeah, probably like 300 ear coins would have launched in the fucking time. It like from I don't know in that entire in like the same like 20 30 hour span. But he was the first one, and maybe he did something like he dev'd it good, like he
Yeah.
burnt tokens or some shit, or like he formed like just he kept the price up. He didn't sell. He
Yeah.
didn't rug straight away. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
He kept the price up. Like if as soon as he rugs, someone they might just go look for another one if there's
Hmm.
none already out there. You know what I mean? But once it passes like 100k market cap, then it's basically chosen as like you know, the one. If it's the first one, it's the first mover in a way. Like once it's yeah. That's a good way to put it. The first mover. So yeah, you get what I'm saying.
Thinks yeah, yeah, I got that
But
bit. Yeah.
also yeah, the how good the shitcoin markets are also very dependent on how good macro is. Macro
It's macro.
being macro refers to like you know how in economics how you have microeconomics and macroeconomics. Microeconomics is like the smaller things like businesses, consumers, individuals.
Yeah.
Macroeconomics is like the government, fucking like
Okay, like big influence. Yeah.
yeah,
Like
like the big
okay.
stuff. So when we say so that's what it means in economics. So that's like the equivalent of this. So like here's the micro stuff, right? It's just random shit coins that don't they don't really these are what get affected by macro.
Hmm.
Macro is like the big grand scheme. So this is macro. Okay, so macro could refer to like the economy or this or stocks, but usually it's like
Yeah.
when people say macro, they're referring to Bitcoin and all this stuff. So if
Yeah.
Bitcoin is fucking down like
Thanks.
10%, like
Yeah.
if Bitcoin's down 3% on like the daily, like if it's painting a massive shitty candle like that, then shitcoin volume is probably going to slow down
Yeah.
because it's a trickle down effect. That's just how crypto works. It's a trickle down effect. Like if I don't know, yeah, I don't know how it works. I mean, I don't know why, but it just is. If Bitcoin
Hmm.
drops 10% now, at that exact moment that it drops 10%, Solana is going to be down 10%. You see how all these charts look kind of the same
Yeah.
in at least in
Kind
the
of.
last 7 days. Like they kind of look the same. You can see a resemblance, except for like Tether. Tether's a stable coin, so it's always going to be $1. But
Okay.
sometimes there's like outliers like that. But like if you look at Solana, that's kind of following Bitcoin. See the chart, like how it just curved down, it just dumped
Yeah.
down. This kind of Doge as well. Ton, this, yeah. Well, majority of them are just they look very similar.
Hmm.
But if Bitcoin goes down 10%, your fucking shitcoins are going down like 80%. That's just how it works. So in this space, yeah, it's very you got to pay attention to those things as well because sometimes it might just be like a day off kind of day. You know what I mean? Like if the
Yeah.
volume's not there, you're probably unless you're like cracked, then you're you have a better chance of losing money than making money that day. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
That's yeah, because there's just less volume. So if there's less volume, there's less people deploying capital into the shitcoin markets. There's then pumps aren't gonna be as big. You know what I mean? Not as
Yeah.
many coins are gonna launch. Not as many people are gonna be buying. Know what I mean?
Yes.
But yeah, but yeah. So basically, I'd say read through this, understand how
Yeah.
this works. Okay, set up a Bull X account or maybe a Photon account if that's simpler. But yeah, you go in here and then hop in these chats and you buy what you think will fucking go up in price. What makes you laugh? What's funny?
Yeah.
If
What's up?
something's a
Yeah.
good
Everything.
ticker.
Yeah.
Okay, like, and the thing about derivatives as well. I want to talk about that derivatives. Like, let's say like for example let's say like a coin. Like how there's the metas things that I was talking about before. Like yeah,
Yeah.
derivatives are always going to be shitter than what started the meta. Like that usually they
Of
don't.
course. Yeah.
Yeah, because like let's say the
Just find
meta
out the
was
original.
gay
Yeah.
before. Yeah, okay, in the last 24
Yeah.
hours, let's say there was the gay meta.
Hmm.
Obviously, if someone launched straight coin, which isn't even here anymore, but let's see the next gayest coin. Wow, there's not even any. There's none that are showing up here. Okay, let me change my filters. Let's put minimum to like
More
20,
Caesar.
20,
Get out of my
20,
face, nigga. This
20k,
nigga's trying to lick my face. Yeah. Yeah.
20k. Okay, so let's see. Gay.
There's another
Miss
gay.
me with that gay shit. Like this is a derivative. It's
Yeah.
37k. It's basically dead. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like whatever. But you get what I mean.
Hmm.
Yeah. So usually derivative plays are kind of just like quick money, but don't get burnt on it because at the end of the day, it is just a derivative.
Yeah.
And if the main thing is shitting it, then
Derivative probably should have too. Yeah.
derivatives will shit it too. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's just how it works. Like makes sense. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah. But other than that, yeah, it's kind of just developing an eye for the coins, which is probably like the hardest thing to do.
Yep.
And that's like yeah, like should I buy this coin or not? There's many things to consider. And
Hmm.
Twitter,
I'll
Telegram,
learn.
meme, yeah. So gay,
Yeah, I'll
I'm
learn
not
this
gonna lie,
eventually.
this
Yeah.
is kind of like I don't know what the fuck was the appeal. Oh, what also matters is who is in the coin. So there's people called coals, which are key of influencers and key of influence people, or just like influencers. So people with a lot
Hmm.
of following on Twitter. Like if they tweet a coin, they can move it. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
they have movement. Like they can fucking move shit. And like whether or not the top holders, like people who have like a lot of influence in the coin in terms of how much they hold, like
Hmm.
whether those people are cheating and shit. Like if let's say like there's a coin that launches, like let's say this gay coin launched, yeah, it's probably a good
Yeah.
chance that the people who bought early held. Okay, like the people who bought early probably didn't take profit; they just held, and
Yeah.
because they held, then the price just kept going up because
Hmm.
they kept the thing scarce. You know what I mean? They didn't sell back into the liquidity pool and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, so those are things to consider as well, like who's in your coin and as in like the actual people and the top holders of the coin, like whether or not they're fucking cheating and shit.
Okay.
So yeah, that can impact your coin too. But end of the day, like you can still be a very profitable trader just fucking left curving the shit out of everything, developing an eye and just knowing like being just like fucking knowing what
Just
runs
understanding.
or
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
understanding why this would run, why this wouldn't run. Like some shit like dog with Pepe hat is not gonna run.
Yeah.
That shit is not gonna run like that. I can already you just know that's not gonna be like it's derivative of like three things. That's just never gonna happen. Okay. Oh,
Mm.
not like not necessarily. Yeah, yeah, but yeah, it's just never gonna happen. Like that's not gonna fucking run. Like
Hmm.
frog, okay, trans coin. That's another one. Like no, no, not saying this is not comparing this to dog with Pepe hat or some dumb shit,
Yeah.
but yeah, like coins like dog with Pepe hat, like there's just very
No way it's
NPC
gonna.
nature.
Yeah.
They're just never gonna fucking run unless it's like there was this coin like you can see these a lot better on ETH. Like ETH, like you know I was talking about the landscape. The landscape for Solana for shitcoins as a whole, everything used to be on Ethereum. We used to all trade on Ethereum, but then everything moved
Okay.
to Solana because Solana had no gas fees, basically, practically zero gas fees. You know what I mean? Whereas Ethereum, you had to pay like $100 to literally just buy a coin, and for that reason,
Really.
as yeah, it depends on how congested the network is. Because what happens is, you send transactions. There are
Hmm.
things called validators that validate the transactions, that process the transactions,
Yeah.
and the way they pick which ones to go first is just who bribes them. Like if I give
Ah,
the
okay.
fucking
It's kind of
validator,
shitty.
yeah, if I give the validator $10 and some guy only bid $9, they're obviously
Take
incentivized
yours.
to
Yeah.
take mine first. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
So on Ethereum before, but it's also like it's different for different networks. So on Ethereum, it's always just high because there's like let's say like there's not a lot of validators. Like it's not very it's not a it wasn't it's I don't know. There's like a trilemma. Okay, that doesn't even matter. But basically, the network is just it doesn't handle that much. You know what I mean? So because it can't handle that much, then people have to bid more. Whereas Solana is much more scalable, which means that it can handle like over 100 times more transactions than Ethereum can. You know what I mean? And for that
Yeah.
reason, people don't have to bid so much because they can still get in the same. They can still get in the same fucking like fill paying or the same like transaction process time thingy paying like a tenth of the price. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's very fast. So on Ethereum, also because of that, obviously because every time that you want to buy and sell a coin, you have to pay gas fees, right? Because on
Hmm.
Ethereum, because of that, people were less incentivized to JEET. JEET just means like you buy and you sell for like 10% gain or some shit.
Yeah.
That's what a JEET is. A JEET is someone who just buys and they're just paper hands. Like they fucking sell after like a 5% movement in any
Okay.
direction. You know what I mean? So a G sometimes it's good to G things, but like that you'll understand it like later on.
Yeah. 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 I probably
More
won't
like
take. Yeah.
but
I'm not
like
gonna take like everything in now, but yeah.
yeah yeah. But some people are just fucking like if you ever see it's like some people trade, you see some transactions like you'll see like G's like people would buy $10 and then 5 seconds later immediately sell for $11 just because they saw like a red candle or something. That
Okay.
is a G. You know what I mean?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. So when you first start, you might feel like a G. Like you are gonna be a G. That's just because that's just how you're gonna fucking trade.
Naturally. Yeah.
Yeah, that's how you're gonna trade naturally. You're gonna see a red candle, you're gonna shit yourself, and you're gonna sell. That is how
Hmm.
you'll trade at the start. But eventually, over time, you get better at it, and you got to master your, not master, but it's like it's also an emotional thing, and it's like a psychological thing. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like trading is a lot of psychology. Like fucking like you know, not shitting yourself and like selling into these red candles when you see these massive fucking
Yeah.
not good things being painted across your screen. You know what I mean? Like sticking to your thesis. Like why do you think this is gonna pump and like actually like sticking to that. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So Glorp, fucking yeah, man. That shit was. I held this for so fucking long, like
Yeah.
a long time, like all the way here. This is probably the coin that I held for the longest. I actually sold, but then I held a tiny bag and I loaded up like 20 sold like somewhere here at the before like a couple days or like a week
Very
or two
cool.
before it pumped. But yeah,
Not bad. Not bad.
yeah. So
Fuck,
when it
50% in 24 hours. That's actually insane, eh?
yeah, but at the same time, like shit can also go down 80% in 24 hours. So
Yeah.
that's why if you trade shitcoins with like fucking 1.5x goal in mind, like taking 40% in mind, you're fucking retarded. Because that's like a lot of like I've seen this before. A lot of normies, not normies, but like people who know a little bit more about like markets than normies, they'll hop in and they'll be like, "Oh, you're greedy. How did you not take 40% gain, bro? You're fucking greedy." But like
Yeah.
but that's like no, you're fucking retarded because I'm not gonna take the 40% gain because my downside is so much more. You know what I mean? I didn't risk negative 90% to make
Yeah.
1.4x. Like if I did that on every trade, I would fucking be I would have already dusted myself out my wallet.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So the nature of shitcoins, it's very high risk, high reward. Okay, it's not. And if you're playing it fucking low reward, high risk, you're retarded.
Okay.
So that's why yeah. But obviously in like the stock market or some shit, oh yo 10% gain like that will happen like
That's, yeah.
fucking like people will cream over that. But obviously at the same time they're not gonna lose 50% of their holdings in the next like month or some shit.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Know what I mean? But yeah.
Yes.
And also there's this thing about like yeah that when you trade you also need to consider risk to reward. Like that is
Okay.
another thing that's very important. Risk to reward. So yeah, this guy in this Telegram wrote like a very solid paragraph for like all the newbies before. Maybe I'll bring it up later, but
Yeah.
basically like if you're broke, okay, if you want the best returns on your fucking
Mhm.
money, if you're broke, the best thing to do is to obviously find smaller coins, right? Because you can make a bigger return.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because if I have like $10, there's no point. So you know Bitcoin,
Yeah.
you know it's 60K.
Yeah. There's
The
no
mu
point putting
yeah
ten
yeah the
dollars
mu
into it.
yeah
It's not
yeah
gonna shift at all. Yeah.
yeah, like if even if Bitcoin fucking did a 2x, okay? And if it did
Yeah.
do a 2x, that's crazy, right? Because Bitcoin
Yeah. That's
is like
fucking
6
mental.
trillion. That's fucking nuts if it does a 2x.
Yeah. Yeah.
A 2x is
Like.
insane, okay? And if it 2x's, there's going to be cunts in there who have loaded and they're going to like if you 2x on size, yeah, that's a lot, but if you 2x on $10, that's shit all,
Yeah. 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 Of
right?
course.
Yeah. So when you trade, when you're trading, if you're trading with a low port, your best
Go for smaller
bet,
coins.
yeah, is
Yeah.
to go for smaller coins because all it takes is one fucking hit, and then boom, like you got
Mhm.
capital to play with. You know what I mean? Like the most
Yeah.
important thing about trading is not zeroing yourself out. And that's the obviously it might happen if you're trading. You might happen, okay, but you got to
Yeah.
persevere through it if you really fucking want it. So before I zeroed out like many times, or not even I wouldn't even say zeroed out because I didn't I had like one because I used to trade on Ethereum where there were gas fees, so I probably had like one, two, or three bullets to shoot at a coin. Okay, like I'd be paying $50 USD in gas, and I'll probably have like $70 to ape with. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna ape any less than
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
So I have to like choose my coins carefully,
Mhm.
and I always went for the low caps. Like I didn't fucking there was no point for me going for the big caps. You know what I mean?
Big
Because
coins. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
because if I'm putting in $50 on a $3 million market cap coin and it does a 2x, which is kind
Yeah.
of big. If it goes to 6 mil, yeah, that's big. But what would I have actually made? I would have made fucking like what, like $70, bro. Like,
Yeah.
and I
Exactly.
paid. I wouldn't have even made money because I would have had to. I would have just
Gas
broke
fee.
even with my gas fees. I probably would
Yeah.
have even lost money. You know what I mean? So I always had to go for. I was forced into going for those very very
More
low
coins. Yeah.
caps. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Because
Yeah.
only then
Same,
would
mate.
like the investment actually like would the gas fees actually be justified. You know what I mean? Because if I can make a
Mhm.
10x, okay, that's good. If I'm paying like fucking
Yeah.
50% in gas fees, but if I'm only here for a 2x, yeah, that's just not gonna happen.
Not worth it. Yeah.
Yeah. So I used to play three bullets every like whenever I got money. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like every time I got money, let's say I just got $200 randomly, I just chuck it in, and then yeah, I just keep shooting. But then I don't know, I really fucking wanted it, and you know what I mean? Like I knew I was gonna lose money, but you gotta lose money to fucking make money. You gotta learn.
Yeah, for sure.
And then yeah, I shot in like a couple times. I dusted out many times, and then after like probably like 2 months, yeah, I zeroed. I think I lost like 3 or 4K, and then I eventually discovered Solana.
Yeah.
And at that time, it's starting to pick up steam as well, like the volume. There started to be some of the shitcoin volume started to shift to Solana, and that was just
Uh-huh.
better for me because there was no gas fees, right? But I still stuck to the same principles. I didn't bother buying anything massive, and then eventually, oh, at that time it was easy mode though, kind of,
Hmm.
and then yeah, I just got lucky, and yeah, I used to just watch the live pairs, the same shit that I used to do on Ethereum. Live pairs is in like the new coins that launch, the ones that have the best returns. You know what I mean? Because they're early, they're still low. You know what I mean? But you'll
Yes.
understand that later on, like a 30k
It's like,
market,
yeah, yeah.
yeah, a 30k market cap coin, okay, like, because you know how price is goes up by buying pressure.
Hmm.
So it's very easy for a coin that's like 5k market cap to go to 30k market cap, and that's a 6x. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because for it to go to 5 to 30k, let's say I only would have needed like a buy of like 30 sol, like as in like 30 sol positive into the liquidity pool. Like let's say if I'm on pump.fun, right? If I
Hmm.
if I'm buying a coin that's at fucking 5k market cap, okay, for it to go to 30k market cap, it's very simple. There only needs to be like another 30 sol worth of buys net
Okay.
that go in the pool. But for a coin at like 3 million market cap to go to 6 million market cap, which is only a 2x, okay, I'm going to need like at least like 300k worth of like buys. You know what I
To
mean?
make that, yeah,
Like
yeah.
300k's of like net buys coming through, like total net to be able to like increase the market cap that much. But it always depends on the liquidity pool as well. But you got what I mean? So if I bought this at 5k and went to 30k, that's a 6x. But if I bought something at 3 mil and it went to 6 mil, that's only a 2x. And it took
Yeah.
like 100,000 times more the fucking money. Or like, it took like 1,000 times more the money. You know what I mean?
Hmm. Yeah, yeah, I
So that's
understand that.
why when you first start out, you always fucking, yeah, I mean,
Buy
yeah,
the boost.
you always try and find the lower coins. So when I used to trade before, at the start, I used to be retarded. I used to just throw in like $10 on a 2 million market cap coin, and then it got
Yeah.
like 1.5x and then go zero.
Oh.
Yeah, and okay, if I could take out profit at like the 2x, yeah, that would have been great, but I can't because of the gas fees. And then eventually over time, I was like, yeah, that's probably not going to work.
Okay.
And then I just started going for the lower caps. And then yeah, like if you're fucking broke, that's okay. I was meant to lead into something else, but I forgot what I was saying. But if you're broke,
It's alright.
that's where you start off. You start off at the lower
Yeah.
caps because the reward is there, and even though the risk is higher, the reward is fucking there. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Bigger
Yeah.
caps, yeah, bigger
Yeah. Yeah.
caps,
No, go.
you'll
Yeah.
lose less money because it's not going to go 90% within like the next 2 minutes or some shit. Whereas low caps very much can. Like this, look at this shit. It just went up
Yeah.
to 20k, boom, instant red candle. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And that was all in the span of like 5, 10 minutes. This would not happen on a coin that's like 6 million market cap
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
they're bigger,
For
they have
sure.
more liquidity, they have more volume, so it's not like
The
one or
stability. Yeah.
three. Yeah, it's more stable. You know what I mean? Like it can still go negative 90%, but it probably won't happen in the next 5 minutes, is what I'm saying. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah.
So the downside is less. That's just how it works. Like downside is always going to be less for the bigger caps,
Hmm.
but as it makes sense, your gains will also be less. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So sometimes, so what, like yeah. So if you're on a small pool, I wouldn't even touch big caps. Big caps you reserve for when you're like when you have more size to play with. Like if you can
Yeah. Yeah.
size in like fucking $10,000, but make like a 4x off of it, that's huge. You know what I mean?
Yeah. For
But
sure.
4x on like $10, that's fucking nothing. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, that's so if you're a small portfolio, that's where you got to start. But like, yeah, every but every day the landscape for shitcoining is changing constantly, and you got to keep up. You know, it's not. It's going to
Hmm.
be harder to find those low caps. Um, I mean, not. I don't know if it's necessarily going to be harder. It's just going to be changing, and if you're not
Hmm.
on it all the time, it's going to be harder for you to trade
To follow.
because
Yeah.
yeah, to follow. So if you can lock in fucking 12 hours a day,
Okay.
literally like not move out of your seat, you will make money. I guarantee you. But after
That's a
obviously
big
after
commitment, yeah.
yeah, obviously after like a couple weeks or like a month of like fucking losing money straight though. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I have a brother who I'm trying to teach shitcoining, but to be honest, he probably he doesn't even, I don't know if he doesn't have the time, but yeah, I don't think he has the time to like put in that time. So he's probably never
Yeah,
going to
yeah,
like
yeah.
be that balls deep into the trenches and become super profitable. He just swings like established coins for like occasional 2x's and stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
But if you want the real gains, if you want to make fucking like big money, obviously, yeah, you got to catch shit low.
Yeah, for sure.
And even when I started making more money, I just still stayed away from fucking big caps, bro, because I was locked in so hard in the trenches at that time. Like I could see everything. I could oversee the whole fucking battlefield. You know what I mean? Like something
Mm-hmm.
fresh launches, I know that it's gonna do good, and I choose to stay there because it's either like the way the market used to be for shitcoins when shit used to launch on Radium, when you could hard rug pull. You know how on Radium, yet I was talking about how you had to add the initial liquidity manually,
Yeah.
like yourself. What devs used to do, like, or what you can do on Radium is that you can just hard rug, which means you just drain it. So if I create a pool and I haven't burnt the liquidity and like people start buying, like and let's say 5 soul extra comes in, and then I drain
Yeah.
the liquidity, I get mine back plus their 5 soul. Like I just
So,
removed all the tokens from
yeah.
the pool. I deleted the pool basically. But that's
Okay.
not a thing on pump.fun anymore because pump.fun handles all the back end stuff. So you don't have access to do that anymore. You're just
Mm,
a buyer, you know. In terms of like the blockchain on like your rights on the coin, like your authority on the coin, you're no different to the you're no different to anyone else
f-
who owns the coin.
Find the coin, yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Okay.
But the
Yeah.
way pump fund works is the dev always gets the first buy. So you're basically just buy in a blockchain sense. Obviously, like if you fuck off from the coin, it's gonna drop 50% because no one's there to lead the project anymore. You know what I
Uh-huh.
mean?
Is there commission on Pump Fun? Like they get commission for the
No,
coins?
they don't get commission, but they take a flat fee of like 0.01. Every time you buy or sell, it's 0.01 sol.
Oh wow, they must be making fucking ton. Holy
Yeah.
shit.
Or and every time you launch, that's like 0.02 sol. You know what I mean? Yeah, so they're
Yeah.
making a ton. Or it might be less
Yeah.
than 0.01. Or I think it is 0.01, yeah. 0.01 buy, 0.01 sell, and every time someone launches, they get 0.02. It costs 0.02 to launch.
Yeah. It's mental actually.
Yeah, and then every time, you know how there's the migrating, or like when they complete the bonding curve and they take the liquidity and then they take it to Radium and launch the coin on Radium, they
Yeah.
make the pool. They take like a probably like a small fee from that as well. Like they take a small
Okay.
percentage of the from the bonding curve. So say it takes like 84 sol for this to get to 100%, and when it gets to
Yeah.
100%, Pump Fun
We'll
goes
take.
to Radium on here and creates a
Hmm.
new pool with the tokens and with the money from the bonding curve from people who bought on Pump Fun, and then they launch the pool, and then you can buy it on Radium, and then it'll
Okay.
appear on deck screen and stuff. So, oh yeah, you get what I mean?
Yes.
Yeah, but before that, I mean, yeah, whilst they migrate it though, yeah, like they don't actually put 100% of the Solana into the pool. They probably put like 98% and they keep 2% for themselves, which makes sense.
Okay.
But yeah, when whoever made this though, like fucking genius. Like
Yeah,
genius.
genuinely.
Yeah, like genius as fuck. Like this whole virtual liquidity thing where it's just like, it's just of other people buying. This was great because um, yeah, I kind of don't like it that much. Oh, I have mixed feelings about it, but like if we're looking at it objectively in terms of like how it like bettered the ecosystem,
Successful,
it
yeah.
did get rid of like it narrowed down the ways that you could get rugged like significantly. Like on
Yeah.
Radium, there was so many ways you could get rugged. It was fucking cancer. Although that you because coins the market cap would start very low, you could make much more gains, which was
Mhm.
what was good about it. Pump Fun, everything starts at 5k market cap. That's just what they set it to. So
Okay.
when someone launches a coin, it always starts at 5k market cap.
Okay.
Yeah. And that's just the virtual, yeah, and it starts at 5k and then it increases as people buy, and as people buy more liquidity goes in. So but yeah,
Have you
everything
made a
starts.
coin before?
Huh?
Sorry, yeah. No, don't worry.
Have I
Keep going.
made a coin before? Yeah, I have. But
Okay.
they probably didn't go too far. I've CTO'd a couple times. What that means is
What's that mean?
community takeover. So after the dev leaves,
Yeah.
like
Oh,
if
you've taken over coins. Yeah.
yeah, yeah,
Okay.
as in like
Yeah. Yeah.
you make
You're
the
the main
Twitter,
investor. Yeah.
as in you
Oh.
make a
Oh,
Twitter.
never mind.
Yeah, you make a Twitter, you make a new Twitter for the coin, you make a new Telegram for the coin, and you're the one that like if you take it over, you're pushing it now. So that
Yeah,
means like you're the one that's making the memes for it. You're the one that's going in on influencers' posts. You're the one that's going on Twitter and like raiding tweets, like shilling your
okay.
coin in tweets and like just fucking shilling it everywhere. Like that's your job now. And then you're the one that like like I don't know if you decide to do shit like get listed on Coin Market Cap or like listed on an exchange or all that stuff. Like you handle that now.
Uh,
You know what I mean?
yeah, okay.
So
Big
yeah, but like I said, once a coin is renounced, as in like the like like on pump.fun, all the coin, the developer is no different to the first buyer
Yep.
because they get the first buyer, but like they're no different in terms of like the authority they have on the coin on the blockchain. So
Nigga.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
so it's very easy to CTO things, but on Radium, yeah, no, Radium's usually the same. Like Radium, they had to renounce their authority before. That was the thing as well. So if they didn't renounce their authority, that means they could like fuck with the contract and like I don't know, like just change it so that they can drain the like they can just change the code in it. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Although that's hasn't been it was a thing on Ethereum mainly, but
Okay.
then now that's not a thing anymore because everything launches on Pump Fun. You get what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Well,
yeah,
after that, yeah, yeah.
yeah. So landscape's always changing. So if you shitcoin, you gotta be there. If you're gonna half-ass it, you're not gonna make money. You're gonna lose money. If you're gonna half-ass it, you just fuck off, because
Yeah.
you're just gonna empty your wallet. But if you're committed, you stick with the meta. I mean, you stick with the fucking game. You learn, lock in.
Out.
Yeah, you can
Yeah.
make life-changing so on this shit. Know what I mean?
So yeah,
Like,
it's a big commitment though, actually, isn't it?
yeah, but I mean, what are you doing? You're fucking playing
Yeah, I
Valorant and
know
shit.
exactly. I know.
Yeah, so
I not really hardly even play that much. Yeah, but yeah.
yeah,
But yeah.
but yeah, right now markets are still pretty good. Like you can make
Nigga.
money, but like it's not easy mode, but you can make money. The game is very PvP,
Caesar. Yeah.
very player versus player. Like I said before, it's a zero sum game. One person's loss is another person's a win,
Yeah.
and yeah, but
Has there ever been a rug coin?
a what?
A rug coin? Like the name rug.
Yeah.
It's a good name, I think. Yeah, it's like very common.
Well, it's not very common. Like everyone launches it now, but it's not like an amazing ticker. Like I see why you'd think that's like funny and stuff. Like it's ironic, yeah.
Yeah.
But nah, it's yeah, like it's
Wouldn't
yeah,
do too well.
yeah, it probably won't do too well. Oh, I don't know. Like it could. It just depends. Like if the Twitter, Telegram website is goaded, then
Yeah.
yeah, sure. Like it's a sufficient ticker. Like if you made like the ticker like you saw like gays, you saw fag,
Yeah.
and you're like fucking or what it you asked me if it stands for something. Like if they made the ticker rug and they made it like the name something funny, and
Yeah.
rug is like the
This is
acronym
the
for it,
rug.
then yeah, that could totally be the like a good coin. Like that's kind of what the meta is right now a little bit as well. Like good ticker, good name, but like tickers where they're acronyms for like some funny name or some shit. You know what I mean?
Usually do a bit better, yeah.
Yeah, like that wasn't a thing before in terms of like the meta of shitcoins. Like that wasn't really a thing like 3 months ago. No one made tickers and coins like that.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah, yeah.
like a month ago, okay, the type of coins that you'll see launching were literally just all animals. It was just cute animals, like some cute name like Billy or like I don't know, like Zizzy, not Zizzy, I don't know,
Yeah.
but like they
Yeah, I
always
get
put
it.
like
Give us
is
a lot, yeah.
yeah, they just put like an I and a B or like I plus a constant like illy, immy, like rhyming with that, and they just put like a
Yeah.
fucking cat or some shit, like a cute one, and
Yeah.
then that would be like those were literally just the coins that you'd
Good
see.
coins to buy, yeah.
Yeah, but
I see what
now you'll see more like nowadays it's more like currently the meta is probably like the overall meta is probably like brain rot shit like Skibbity,
Yeah.
Sigma, Chad, you know, Aura, along with
Yes.
tickers like Rug if it was like something funny related to cats like the funny name with the acronym
Mhm.
ticker like that's kind of what the meta is right now, like the overall meta, like that's like the prevalent meta that's been around for like the last like month and a half. Like this gay meta right now is obviously just probably like a daily thing though, unless like it
Yeah.
somehow sticks around for like a while. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
So
Just
yeah,
follow the yeah, follow
yeah.
what's
But
going on, yeah.
yeah, I hope that conversation was fucking very
Yeah, well,
insightful.
did you save it?
Yeah, I think I did. Hopefully. Okay. Yeah. I think I had a recording on my other monitor the whole time. I think fucking hell,
Oh,
but it's fine.
oh
It's
well.
still
Yeah,
it's fine.
talking, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's still got the audio, but
Audio.
But fuck, what was I gonna say? I forgot what I was gonna say. But yeah. Anyway, you got your Phantom wallet set up, okay? Just
Yeah.
when you can, set up your
Fucking
Telegram.
stop, dog.
Wait, what's
Yeah,
wrong with your
well,
Telegram?
I need my. I can't download apps. I have to fucking. Sometime today.
Can
I
you
have to
just
give
make
my.
a new Apple ID?
I probably could, but I don't want to. I'd just rather do this.
Alright. Okay. Or maybe I can
I
give you
send
another
myself.
account to log into.
No, it's alright.
Actually, no, I don't even.
I just have to send myself $5 and to pay off the fucking debt, and then I can
Do you
download
need
shit.
$5, nigga?
Yeah, no, don't send it. It's alright. I'll do it myself. No good. Not to worry.
Alright, anyway. But yeah, once you get the Telegram, get in there, and then set up a Bull X, and then Deck Screener. This is where you go to look at all the charts for the coins.
Okay.
This is what everyone uses. So so Bull X is kind of just like a trading terminal where you trade. You can also look at charts on here, and it's quicker than Deck Screener. It's like 12 times quicker than Deck Screener. So I use this to look at charts and stuff. But you look at this to see what's launching, like the coins that are already out. You know what I mean? Like if I wanna, like this is what you just use to look at charts of like shit you're already in, your holdings and stuff, your wallet. But if you want to
Yeah.
see like, if you want to look at like the market overall and like all the coins and stuff, like this has always been the go to. Like this is where you see what's trending and shit. Know what I'm saying? Ah,
Well,
fuck it,
alright.
fuck it, hell.
No,
God,
I did. Yeah, I did get some good information from this.
I should have fucking
But I
sold.
think, yeah, I'll definitely get. I'll get better with some first-hand or hand-on experience rather. Fuck what I'm into. I'm so tired.
Yeah, but yeah, for sure,
Yeah,
100%.
what I what
You
I
gotta.
actually do.
The best way to learn is just to actually do it. But
Just actually do it. Yeah, yeah,
you're gonna lose money. Maybe you won't
yeah.
lose money. Maybe
Yeah, you get lucky. Yeah.
yeah. But all it takes is one win. So I had this mate, the baby. Okay, he's some nigga from UK, but I've known this guy for like 3 years because I used to trade NFTs back in the day, and I traded with him, and I made like an alpha
Yeah.
Discord to like I
What's
don't
his
know,
at?
huh?
What's his at?
I don't
Oh,
know.
it's a sick ad actually.
I don't know. He's fucking the baby. Anyway, yeah, I used to
Yeah.
play. I used to trade NFTs with this guy. Oh, I found him in like some project chat after it rugged, and I was just talking in there. And then this
Mhm.
guy, I was like, I invited him to my Discord, and this Discord I just made on that same day. It was just like, I don't know. I just made calls, kind of like shit that I buy, like a log, my
Yeah.
conviction plays, and like upcoming mints and stuff.
Mhm.
Yeah. And then this guy was one of the OGs, and then yeah.
You're banned on Telegram.
Yeah, he used to trade with me, but he was a little bit of a shitter trader. And then I came along to shitcoins like 2 years later. I added him. I was like, oh yo, you still around? And then he was like, yeah. He told me he was like fucking flipping cars and like just Facebook Marketplace and working at like I don't know like a shitty job.
Yeah.
And then I was like, bro, I was like, bro, let me fucking change your
What
life,
you
bro.
want?
Oh
Is he
no,
like
no.
mega rich now?
Yeah, he's better than before. Yeah,
He's well off.
he's probably like 6 figs, like just six
Nice.
figs, I reckon, or like mid
That's
six
still
figs.
good though.
But I traded with him for like ages on NFTs. Like this guy, I traded for like a long time, so he already had that like experience. You know what I mean? Like of like
Yeah.
blockchains, crypto, and everything. He already kind of had a background, same like me. But then I just told him to get the fuck on the markets, and what I did was I just told him like at that time, you know, how there's pump fun on the everything launches on pump fun. Everything
Yeah.
used to launch on Radium, right? And there used to be these discords where you could see all the new launches. I told him to just go on here where you can see all the new coins coming out and just buy anything. Look for something funny, ticker, social, like same thing. Something with
Yeah.
socials, good ticker, funny, like something autistic. And at the start, yeah, he had a pretty good eye for it. Like the market was also easy mode back then, so he would just, I don't know, he just buy like really fucking like yeah, he like if you're younger, it's pretty good because you know you have a better eye for like just retarded shit like this monkey
Yeah.
haircut
Yeah.
coin. I remember he showed me, and I was like, oh yeah, that's all right. And then he bought it at like the very beginning on the first day, and then he sold, and then it ended up going to like 20 mil. Like if he still held, he would have already like he probably would have never had to touch a shit coin again.
Yeah. Fuck me.
But obviously, like yeah, that was just like lucky, like in terms of oh well, it mooned many months later though. But yeah, that was just
Have
like
you?
a
Yeah.
that was like a like beginner's luck kind of thing. But later
Yeah.
on, he eventually did kind of get the hang of it. But meta's changed now. Like he probably he's like even like not okay. It sounds like I'm shitting on him, but yeah, meta's changed now. Back then was easy mode, so
Yeah.
now you probably wouldn't be able to catch something like this
Uh-huh.
in our current playing field.
Have you had a few of these coins too? Like
Yeah,
extreme.
like dude, there was this coin called Stanley Cup coin.
Yeah.
I remember I was trenching for like literally like fucking 14 hours straight. Like I was just
Yeah.
looking at the new pairs on here back like a couple months ago. I was just looking at all the new coins for like 12 hours straight, and then this thing popped up, and then I waited for it to launch. I joined the Telegram. I was like, when's launch and shit. And then I
Yeah.
bought like 10% of the supply of the coin, and I think overall I milked like maybe like 400 soul, and I sold all
Yeah.
within like the first week. Yeah,
Oh,
like
fucking hell.
around. So you see these crazy pumps. I probably sold like 50% here, and I sold like the rest of my bags around here, and I left like a small moon bag. I left like
Holy
maybe
shit.
a 1% moon bag, which if I had now would be crazy, right? And then when it pumped
Yeah.
here, I sold some there. When it pumped here to like 2 mil, sold some there, sold some there, and then at the top here, but the remaining of my moon bag was probably like 150 soul,
Hmm.
and then I just held that straight down, and it became like 10. And then I don't know
Oh.
what happened, but I was a retard, and I sold around here, and then and then after it just started fucking bowling up. Like there was some nigger, there's some guy named Ansem who's like a massive influencer, right? Like he's probably the most
Yeah.
influential like person in Solana shitcoins right now,
Yeah.
and he just started shilling it. And then that was probably around here after you probably
Pumped
loaded
it.
up down there, and it went to like 100 mil. I was like, holy fuck, nigga! Like you know when I had my coins over here at like they were
Yeah.
worth like 150. If I held all
Yeah.
the way up here, I think they would have been worth like 800. And I was like, damn, bro. But if I used to have 10% of this coin, and it went to 100 million market cap, which is insane.
That's
So if that means if I
mental,
held
man.
that entire bag, obviously I wouldn't have. That's very unrealistic. But at the
Yeah.
all-time high, my holdings would have been worth $10 million
Yeah,
if
that's
I could
fucking
actually sell
mental
it.
actually. Yeah,
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 so
yeah.
that was like a massive fucking fumble for something that I was literally probably the first buyer of. And then
Oh.
you know that mate that I told you that I was trenching with that day.
Yeah, yeah.
He
Mechanical.
he actually did end up holding, and he ended up making like quite a nice bag on this coin though. Like he held longer than I did,
Wow.
and I don't think he sold all of it straight away. But yeah, this was one of my fucking like biggest
All
hits,
time fumbles, yeah.
and also kind of a fumble. Well, at that time, 300 soul was a lot to me. Well, yeah,
Yeah, of
300 soul is
course.
still a lot to me, but that was like the first. That was like one of the biggest. That was like the biggest that I'd hit so far up to that date.
Yeah.
So I was like, damn. And then yeah,
Wow.
but every time
All
you
good.
win, bro, you set the goalpost further.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Fuck this dumb nigga dog, mate. It's gonna wake my dad up.
fuck it. Oh, Bitcoin is down bad. Yeah, I don't know what happened, but
2%? What the fuck? Another two.
I mean, Bitcoin fluctuates
Another
like this
two.
every day. But yeah, it's kind of gay.
Oh, does it really?
Yeah,
Okay, never mind then.
like no, 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 but like
By
obviously
an actual percent?
like
Like a.
like a violent red candle like this is not healthy though.
Yeah, that's what I
Like
mean. Yeah,
usually,
like not like that.
yeah. Like usually it just ranges. Like it might go, I don't know, but like one violent dropper like that is generally not good. But I think this is because of the meeting, like the FMOC or some shit in America, like the banks,
Uh-huh.
the Federal Reserve. So I don't know what the fuck they said, but it's had some effects on my shitcoins. But yeah, man, that is shitcoining. Oh, and Twitter. Forgot to mention this. Crypto Twitter. This is important as well. Like, you need a fucking Twitter account. You need to
All
keep
of
up on
this.
here. Yeah, this is where you see. What the fuck? Oh, wait, hold up. Hold up. What?
Bitcoin Act to
Hold
establish
up. Okay. I'm pretty sure that's good news. So if we go look at the Bitcoin chart right now, 38 seconds ago, we may see a God candle.
Isn't Rollbit a fucking gambling site?
It is a gambling site, but you can do futures on here, which is basically you bet on you can leverage. You bet on the price going up or down. Is it gonna?
I'll be back. I'm gonna go piss myself. Hold on.
Oh.